it's me again, and today we're gonna be reviewing a really interesting attraction. Can you guess what it is? I give you 2 clues. Number 1. Okay, number 2. Have you guessed what it is? Well, I hope you did, because it's Legoland Malaysia. But we have something. We're not gonna go to Legoland Malaysia. Something called Sea Life Malaysia just opened next to it. And we're gonna be reviewing Sea Life Malaysia and comparing it to the other ones. So the tickets to Sea Life Malaysia for an adult, they're about 100 ringgit. And in case you didn't know, ringgit is the Malaysian currency. And for kids, it's about 80 ringgit. It's like a really cheap price compared to Singapore and Dubai. So let's see what they offer for this really cheap price. Let's go.
Are swimming in one big school, and they placed it so well around an entire circle, which makes it much more beautiful, as you can later see this fish swimming in circles and circles. I see that they are a type of yellowtail fish, which there is a lot of different types of yellowtail fish. This is one of the types, and they decided to make it extra beautiful with the designs and the amount of fish.
Giant radial gourami, and this one, the long one, that one is the giant maple top, and this one is the deep foil top.
Here you can play different games like I'm playing right now. Like I'm a turtle running away from the garbage in the sea. Washing my hands right now? Well, if you guessed it correctly, I want to touch some starfish and some other sea wildlife.
I would love to touch some other fish, sea pickles here, but unfortunately, I cannot. But it is for the greater good, because Sea Life Malaysia wants to keep their fish safe. So that's why they have a policy here where you can't touch fish and sea pickles in the petting area. Though they have a policy of not touching any fish in the petting pool, I am still happy with touching the starfish because they're really nice, and anyways, they're doing this for the greater good. For the fish's lives, they're actually happy saving the lives, and so am I now. So one way or another, I really recommend to come here. It's fun.
What about the view? What is it? It's great. It might be poisonous. Oh my god, can you guess what this is? Sea cucumber poop. I didn't even know that sea cucumber
And look at that! The seahorses here are pretty big. They're much bigger than the seahorses in normal aquariums. Because in normal aquariums, they're usually be like really small, but here they are really big, honestly. They're one of the biggest seahorses I've ever seen. Wow!
Did you know that when that seahorses dance together until the female lays eggs into the male's pouch? Yes, that's right. It's the male who carries the babies. And usually the babies will stay in the pouch for 2 to 3 weeks, and then the male gives birth to up to 200 babies. That's really cool.
Look at this huge tank. There's so many fish, and other than fish, look at those stingray. You see their tail? That tail, if you touch it, then it shocks you with some electricity. Next to the stingrays, sometimes, or at the sand level, we see some really brightly colored fish with white, black, and some really nice colored orange. Look, a tunnel. I really want to go in through it, so why not? Whoa, I can see so many small fish in here. This is cool.
I am really bad at coloring, so don't judge me.
creatures, and they're the one of the only creatures in the entire world that do not have bones. And let's start talking about bones. Let's start talking about their brains. They actually don't have brains too. They don't have eyes. They don't have ears. What are these creatures? How do they see? How do they think? How do they smell? Probably because they use their tentacles. They use their tentacles as a piece of sensation, like our hands, but much more powerful than our hands. Because our hands can only feel. Their hands can smell and feel at the same time.
Bigger than me or something. Look at the size of that fish. Oxygen for me.
There are many beautiful fish here, and they're all in different bright colors. And look, that stingray is even burying himself in sand. Isn't that just beautiful nature? The fish, colorful fish swimming around. And look, there are even sharks somewhere in the distance there. So I think this aquarium has been my favorite so far, since there are so many different fishes. There's a big fish. No, that isn't a shark. That was some kind of big fish. And I really like that stingray.
That's a pretty tasty meal right there. It's also really big, so it'll last a long time. Japanese spider crab.
Look at him. He's literally munching on something. But what is it? I think we need to look a bit closer to know what it is. Nah, it's still pretty hard to know. And finally, the end. We're going through the tube of the end. I might as as well called because we're super close to the end. I mean, that is my theory, but you can place your theories about this in the comments. I think we're close to the end. And look, there's a big fish there in the distance. So, honestly, this was more fun than I thought it would be. I thought it would be something like a normal aquarium with some random stuff in it, like random fish, small seahorses, giant or small tiny jellyfishes. But this actually surprised me.
Oh, yeah, no, we're stopping yet. Well, overall, the experience worth its money. I really liked it. Like, compared to the other aquariums, I've seen a few things that I've never seen before. Like the Japanese spider crab, it was like humongous. And like the seahorses, like usually in other aquariums, Sea World, Sea Life, other ones, the seahorses are like this small. And here they were pretty huge. To be honest, I would advise to come here. And since Legoland is near, I would say that you can visit both places